Welcome to That's the Word, wholesome tales for the whole family. I'm Father James Yamauchi. Today's story, a novel of Thanksgiving. Franz sipped his coffee as he watched the sunrise. The middle-aged author was used to acclaim, but the recognition his work would soon receive was beyond anything he had seen yet. A film based on his novel had been nominated at the newest award ceremony in Hollywood. Even though he came from a blue-collar family, Franz was a writer from the start. Writing in between factory and military jobs, he published his first book of poems at age 21, his first play at 26, and his first novel at 34. His novel about a recent genocide drew international acclaim. However, the book also drew upon him the ire of the ruling Nazis. The novel about the genocide, however, was not the one that had been made into a film. That novel, which had spent a year on the New York Times bestsellers list, was the result of a later experience. In 1938, when the Nazis incorporated Austria, Franz knew it was time for him to leave his homeland. He and his wife thought they would be safe tucked away in an old mill farm at a fishing village in southern France. However, when France fell in 1940, the couple were forced to flee further south. With the help of the American Emergency Rescue Committee, they hoped to cross into Portugal, but at the last minute the Germans took control of the border crossing, forcing Franz and his wife back into France. In that no-man's land, the couple were among thousands of starving refugees, their future bleak. However, word came that there was one place which offered a chance of refuge, a shrine located in a small town. Franz and his wife made it to the shrine and were cared for by the priests and religious sisters who lived there. During their 5-week stay, Franz spoke with the townspeople and learned the miraculous history of the shrine. Before he left to cross the Pyrenees Mountains on foot, Franz made a vow. If God would see him safely to America, he would write a novel telling the story of this shrine. Eventually, Franz and his wife made it safely to Madrid, crossed the Atlantic, and arrived in New York. Now safely in America, Franz used his God-given talents to write about that small French town which had provided sanctuary for him. The completed novel told the story of a young teenage French girl who received apparitions and uncovered a stream of water that has been the source of physical and spiritual miracles down to the present day. Today, very few people know of Franz Werfel, whose many literary works so threaten Nazi ideology, nor his novel that he wrote in Thanksgiving for his escape from Nazi Europe. You may not even have heard of the film adapted from Franz's novel, though it won Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actress at the inaugural Golden Globes. This same film later won 4 Academy Awards, giving actress Jennifer Jones her first and only Academy Award for Best Actress. However, many more people have heard of the little shrine that offered Franz and his wife refuge, a little town that today is the 3rd largest Catholic pilgrimage site in the world, a shrine where, in 1858, a young peasant girl received 18 apparitions of the Blessed Virgin Mary, a shrine located in a little French town called Lourdes, whose story is recounted in Franz's best-selling novel and 20th Century Fox's award-winning film, The Song of Bernadette. And for this week, that's the word. It was fun doing research for this story. I was familiar with the connection of Franz Werfel and the Song of Bernadette, but I did not know about his earlier novel that won international acclaim.
Yeah, 40 Days of Musa Dao, which recounts the Armenian genocide during the First World War. That's the novel that got him in trouble that we alluded to earlier in the story.
And I know that's now on your reading list, so it'd be interesting to see what you think of the novel once you read it.
Absolutely.